What's going on, guys? I just woke up. It's the next day and I'm running. I'm gonna stop on the English promenade right on the sea. I didn't show you guys anything from the hostel because one, my battery's really low, and two, it's just a hostel. But I'm gonna do this entire run. It's like 5 miles or 5 kilometers. I don't know which one. I'm gonna run all the way to the airport and then I'll let you guys know what happens after. I'm on the train right now, coming back from my run. You can see my hair is kind of different. It's so cool. I kind of dig it, but yeah, I'm back on my way to the hostel and then I'll eat up and get back on the road. Alright guys, so we're back in the hostel, and you know, after a nice hard run, 8 kilometers, you gotta eat good, replenish the energy that you lost. So I got some croissant with ham and cheese, and I'm gonna munch. Alright guys, so I absolutely munched at the buffet, the breakfast buffet. Honestly feel bad because like the lady that was serving just kept on having to refill it because I was eating everything. But after running that long, I had to. And now I'm at the train station waiting to go to the Castle Hill, which is one of their main attractions. There's also a new hotel being built right behind me, which is kind of cool, Hilton. But yeah, the train is arriving, the tram, and I'll be taking that to Castle Hill. And I only have like 1 hour and a half left, so I gotta make it quick. Alright guys, so I took the train, and now I'm at a higher point in the city, as you guys can tell from behind me. Sorry about that. Cameo with the water bottle. And yeah, this is the entrance gate. You guys can see it says Louis Casteau, and there it says Chateau Park, so Castle Park. Alright guys, so we reached the viewpoint, and behind me not quickly, but it's unfortunate. This is the name of all the Jewish people from Nice that were deported to camps during the Nazi occupation of France. And check out the view behind me, but I don't think I'm at the viewpoint yet, so I'm gonna keep on going. Check this out, guys. First of all, you have all of the coast of Nice behind us. There was an airplane, okay? Behind me, a freaking waterfall. Oh, I'm stepping in water. A freaking waterfall. I'll show you guys more of it. This is absolutely incredible. Oh my God. And it's the perfect time of the day to see the coast of Nice. Look at that, guys. It doesn't get better than that. And yeah, I'm gonna go up there in a few seconds and then I'll have an even better view, but just, you can't complain. Alright guys, so I'm at the highest point of the hill now. You can see below me, guys, the actual residents of Nice are having a Zumba class, so shout out to them for staying healthy and fit at the top of the hill. And then in front of me is what everybody comes here for. Boom. Wow. I'm gonna have to take that in for myself, but look at how blue that water is. That's something else. You guys can also see the mountains. So only 40 minutes away from the city by car, there are legit mountains, like not the hill that I'm currently standing on, but real mountains, and you can do sick hiking there too. So it's kind of like Vancouver in essence, if you guys know about Canada. They have the ocean on one side, right there. Let me zoom that in. They have the ocean on one side, and then they have the mountains on the other. But I would say the weather is nicer here, so you gotta have your pros and cons and trade-offs. And alright guys, this place is called Castle Hill, and I think it's because there used to be a castle built here, and here you have some of the ruins of the castle still behind us. And sorry, I don't have any facts about it. I didn't really read the sign, but 1691 is when this place was destroyed. And yeah, so it's actually like all fenced off, but you can see you have a bunch of rock formations here that show the remains. And actually you can virtually look up the castle, like it'll superimpose the castle on top of the ruins, but I don't have Wi-Fi, so I'm not gonna do it. So guys, Nice is the site of a massive and brutal terrorist attack in the 2010s, or late 2010s. And yeah, so basically you have the memorial here. There's only a few names here. I thought it would be like a memorial of all those dead because tens or even hundreds of people died. But here we have just the name of a few people, and it's really unfortunate that that happened. All right guys, so this is the last time, or the last kind of nice view that we have before I have to go down. And I'm just gonna take it in for a few minutes here, but it's incredible. You can see there's actually quite a few people on the beach. I want to definitely go for a few seconds when I get back down, but it's all pebbles, so like that's the thing. It's kind of hard to bathe in the water, especially now it's cold, but even when it's warm, because it hurts your feet, so you have to wear sandals. But incredible stuff. Alright guys, so we're at the Belinda Tower, which is the tower behind me. I tried to read the description, but it's in Latin, so I don't know what it means, but you have another view of the city behind me. And on this infographic, it's very interesting because they explain how 6 million years ago, the entire region was completely dry. So the ocean would have been way over there. So like the coast, that's because the Gibraltar Strait had been fused by land formations. So actually, if you look, I don't know if you guys can see it, you probably can't, but literally 6 million years ago, the ocean would have been way back there. There would have been basically a very dry state. And then it's only a million years ago, so 5 million years later, the Swiss Alps were formed, which I think caused a lot of glaciers to melt in this region. And then this entire region would have been submerged completely up until like that region. So it would have been all underwater. And that was around the same time that humans first arrived here a million years ago. So I think that's really interesting that it's not a permanent coast, it changes constantly. Alright guys, so we're currently back at sea level pretty much at the famous hashtag I love Nice sign. And honestly, I was so high up, but it really doesn't take that long at all to get back down to the ground. But yeah, this is the very beginning of the English Promenade, the most famous road in Nice. And so I'm gonna start making my way along the promenade, see some different sites, the most famous market and the cathedral, etc. So join me along. And just like that, guys, we're in Old Nice. So out of here, protected from the sun because honestly, it's boiling outside. That's why I got my shorts and t-shirt on, and I'm heading to the cathedral. All right, guys, this has to be one of the coolest cathedrals I've ever seen, as of yet, in all my trips so far. First of all, this is the pedestal podium area. We have two different organs, one here behind me, and then I'll just give you guys a kind of panoramic while I get to the next one. One here at the very end. So we finally have the return of the cathedral at the end. Interesting enough, there's not that much stained glass in this cathedral. It's mostly just ornate ornamentation, ornate decoration. Like, I cannot count how much or even appreciate how much like gold or gold plated decoration there is. I'm not sure if it's real gold, but either way, it is incredibly impressive. And the thing I like the most about it is it's bright. It's not a dark cathedral like so many of the ones that I've seen so far. This one is bright, and I really, it gives, it's probably because it's also the middle of the day, but it really does give it a high-spirited atmosphere. Alright guys, so I just got out of the cathedral, and it's absolutely incredible. I'm not sure how much of you guys can see because I'm so close. You can also see behind me, they like have some really cool weaving that they have, which are like, they seem to be some type of sword, and they're made out of like corn straw, I think. So it's really cool, and yeah, you just have a nice little fountain behind us. It's a nice quaint square. This is incredible, guys. So I could see this from above on the hill that I was just at, and this is the Stalia Market, or Course. That's what Course Stalia in French, and it's the most popular market in all of Nice, and I think it runs every single day, and with the weather that it's like today, it is lively, so just taking it in. Alright guys, so we have the garden of Albert I. At first I thought it was the Prince of Monaco, because I know there was a first Albert of Monaco, but it was actually one of the Belgian kings, so check out that flame. That's, I don't know what, I think that it was KLM maybe, but the planes come here so close because the airport is just on the coast. But yeah, it's a really beautiful garden, and interesting, I thought that it was the Monaco prince that it was dedicated to, but no, it was a Belgian king. You guys have seen behind me, there's a music festival kind of going on. Not a festival, but it's just like a music event, and it's like kind of gated and off. Well, I'm not gonna go because I can hear it from outside. What I wanted to highlight is behind me you have one of the chariots. I'm not sure what the specific term is, but this is for the Nice Carnival. So the Nice Carnival is every February during the year, and it's the biggest event in Nice. So you get one of the chariots that come during the festival. Obviously right now the festival is not occurring since it's April, but I definitely, if I ever get the chance in my life, would like to be in Nice during the festival. Alright guys, so we saw earlier one of the other memorials to those who were victims of the terrorist attack, and here's another one which I think has all of the victims on it. So you see many of their pictures and even more names above. I think those are the ones who don't have pictures, and it's incredibly sad, but it's good that they're commemorated here, and you have a kind of eternal fountain up above. Hi guys, behind me you have the Hotel Negresco. It is the most famous hotel in Nice, and I'm currently standing on this carpet here. This is the farthest that they told me I can go, but it was nice that they even let me get in, and yeah, so really cool. And you guys can see behind me, the workers here have a very strict and interesting dress code. And just look at the outside of the building too, it's really cool. You have like a trumpet player, and then up on there with the big letters, Negresco. So the most famous hotel in Nice. I have no clue why, but that is what it is. Alright, so I couldn't come to Nice without hitting the beach at least one time. You can see there's actually somebody in the water there and they're floating, so it must be pretty salty. But as you can see, it's a pebble beach, so I have my shoes on. But yeah, I'm gonna touch the water once and then I'm gonna book it to the hotel. So, whoa! Okay, I just got my entire left foot soaked, so I didn't even need to touch the water with my hand. But you know, it's all good. And now I'm gonna head back to the train station, and I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. And just like that, guys, another successful trip. I only spent a bit over 24 hours here, but it was a packed day or day and a half, and I am just completely satisfied. I'm kind of surprised. I arrived 8 minutes before the train leaves. So that has to be one of the best times for me to get at the train station. I want to just show you guys the train station before I leave because it's kind of sentimental. But there you go. You'll notice this is the same train station that I arrived at a bit more than 24 hours ago, and now I'm leaving, heading back to Paris and then back to Arras where I live. But I won't film any of that for you guys. So thanks again for watching, and I hope you guys see me in my next video.